Here we go. We've got total body extensions, knee huggers, squats with a twist, and side lunges. The timer is started. Happy Thursday, leg day. It's gonna be legendary. So we've got AMRAP for you. Hopefully at home you guys printed out your sheets, got your weighted bags and all that ready to go with you. So we have 3 AMRAPs total. They're going to be 3.5 minutes long each. You will have time in between to rest as we transition into each AMRAP. Once we get through all 3, we're going to go back and do all 3 a second time, and then you guys will be done and have you on your way. So we are going to get started with the first group, with the first exercise. 10 today is the magic number. So we got 10 total wideouts. So remember, these are like pop squats, but we are squatting in both the center and a regular squat. So you got a narrow squat and then a normal squat. Narrow, normal. So it's 1, 2, all the way up to 10. And then otherwise, you can do speed skaters as that modification. Then we have 10 total cross balance lunges. So grab that weighted bag, grab your weight, whatever you got. And remember, no matter what, get that depth. In terms of width, it will be determined based off of your anatomy of your legs. Just make sure that knee stays stacked over that ankle and in line with that toe. It doesn't, and that weight is in that heel of that leading leg. And you're going to go back and forth, 5 each side, 10 total. Twists will be that modification, and then we have 10 total touchdown squats. So remember these, you're reaching down. We did these that one time on that 12 days of fitness, reaching down, trying to touch that ground in that squat, and then extend and explode out of the squat up to the sky, reaching those arms up. Otherwise, you're going to go into total body, or we have the touchdown squats there. Otherwise, you can take the jump out and do those 10 total touchdown squats with those arms locked up, shoulder blades back, plugging those hands up to the sky. Total body extensions will be that modification. Then we have 10 each side donkey kicks. So remember in that on all fours there, flexing the ankle, driving the heel straight up to the sky. Make sure it doesn't flare off to the side, but you're doing 10 each side, squeezing that glute as you exhale, drive it up, and then 10 on the other. Then we're gonna go up back onto our feet for 10 total narrow squats. So remember, no more than 4 to 6 inches apart in those feet, and holding that weighted bag or that dumbbell at your chest, sitting those hips back, weight goes in your heels, make sure it doesn't shift to the balls of the feet, and then keeping that chest up and core engaged. And then those cross-country skiers will be that modification. That'll be group 1. Group 2, we start with 10 sumo squats, so knees and toes out at 45 degrees, nice, a little bit wider. And then just remember, holding that weight at your chest, like goblet style, getting those hips all the way down in line with those knees, and then squeezing the glutes, pushing through those heels to come up. Keep that chest up, and main thing on these is making sure your knees track in line with your toes. They don't want to be buckling inward. And then we will, crossbody mountain climbers will be that modification. And then we have 10 glute bridges, leg raises. So you're going to get into that glute bridge, and then you're going to flex that ankle, keep that leg nice and straight, and then keeping that glute bridge, you're raising that leg down and back up, not letting it touch the ground. You'll do 5 on one side and then 5 on the other. If you do have a surface at home, or either here you have that box, you can raise that foot on that and get a little added oomph into those hamstrings. So level up today, guys. And then we have 10 regular side lunges. You're gonna grab that weighted bag or that dumbbell, and you're gonna do 5 each side, stepping out to the side, putting the weight into the heel, and then out to the other side, pushing off of that heel, engaging that glute, trying to get that hip in line with those knees, and keeping that chest up as you do so. The opposite leg stays straight. Heisman's will be that modification. And then we have 10 each side hydrants. You're gonna get down onto all fours again like we did for the donkey kicks, but this time we're going out to the side, squeezing that glute out in line with that hip. Remember, don't rotate the hips and rotate through the spine. Keep that body nice and stable, and just focus on that glute action there. Squeeze in as you go out to the side, flex that ankle. And then we will go into those 10 each side power skips on those feet. So 10 each side, driving that knee up, get that explosive power, and try and think of punching a hole through the ceiling, and then switch and do 10 on the other side. That is group 2. And then we have our last group starting with 10 stationary lunges on the left leg. You can have that weighted bag again. Get that left leg forward, right leg back. And you're going to drive that knee down to the ground, and then push through the heel, squeeze the glutes as you come up. And then remember, don't lock the knee at the top and keep that nice steady pace. High knees will be that modification. Then we have 10 glute bridges or 10 total one leg glute bridges. So if you're doing regular glute bridges, both feet on the ground, squeezing those glutes, keep that core engaged, lift up to the shoulder blades. Otherwise, 5 each side on a single leg. That leg is up. You can have it bent or straight, whatever works. And then you can add a weight to elevate whatever you guys want to do to amp it up. And then we have 10 stationary lunges on the right side, same thing as the left. Control that knee down in the back. Your right leg is forward now. And then lateral fast feet will be that modification. We got 10 deadlifts next. Holding that weight, shoulders stay back as you hinge at the hips. All the work goes into the back. Squeeze the glutes, push through the heels as you come up. Don't pull through that lower back. And then we have 10 speed squats to finish us out of that last AMRAP. So you're going to go ahead. Remember, don't come all the way up. You come up just about 98, 95%, and then you go right back down into that squat. If that speed is taking the range of motion out, then take it down into just regular squats. And 10 total side shuffles will be that modification. All right, guys. Hopefully you have your sheets. Everyone here in the gym, go ahead and pull those out where you need them. We're going to start with that first group, starting with those 10 total wideouts or those speed skaters for that modification. Get ready. We're going to crush these legs, and it's going to feel amazing. Here we go. We got 3, 2. All right, you guys. Let's bring your A game today. The hardest part has been officially won. You're here in the gym or you're on that Zoom. So let's make it count. You go at your own pace today, but challenge your pace. Don't get complacent. You can easily make AMRAPs easy if you don't work hard. If you make excuses and slow down, keep that paper nearby. Stay with it. Stay on track. Think ahead, but yet focus on your form, on the task at hand. Good job, guys. You got those cross balance lunges after those wideouts. 10 total. After that, you got those 10 touchdown squats, just like Travis, exploding up to the top, getting nice and deep in that squat, weight in those heels. After those, you'll have those 10 each side donkey kicks. You'll get down to the ground on those hands and knees. Keep those knees underneath those hips. You got it, guys. Stay with it today. You're already down your first minute. That's gotta feel good. Good. Stay with it. Make sure. Good. Remember, drive that heel up to the sky on those donkey kicks. After those donkey kicks, you got 10 narrow squats or 10 cross-country skiers. It'll be 10 each side on those cross-country skiers if you need to do those. Good. Keep that weight in those heels. Nice range of motion, Missy. You guys have 90 seconds left. And then you're going to get a little break as we go into that next AMRAP. Let's stay with it, guys. Push that pace. Think about where you are in your AMRAP. Where do you want to be when you end? As your legs scream at you, you got to fight back that resistance like we've been talking about this week. Stop trying to skip the struggle. That's where the character is built. That's also where your goals are built. You come in here because you got goals. You want to see transformation. So don't resist the struggle. Don't hide from it. Embrace it and then grow from it. You have less than a minute. Remember, after those wide out squats, you're going to go back into those cross balance lunges. If that cross motion bothers those knees, you can do regular reverse lunges. Hold those weights wherever you can today, guys. At least for these first AMRAPs or the first round of each AMRAP, somehow challenge yourself. If you normally don't grab weights on those leg days, you shy away from them. It's your first leg day of the new year, your first leg day of the month. Let's push it. We got 15 seconds. Let's finish strong. Don't treat these last seconds like they're nothing. Treat them like they're the most important. Get these final reps. There's those cross-country skiers. Travis just did them in the center. All right, guys, we got 12 seconds left. We're starting with those sumo squats. So remember, keep those knees tracking in line with those toes. Get those hips all the way down. We got 2, 1, go. All right, 3.5 minutes. Group number 2. We got those 10 sumo squats, or you have 10 each, 10 total on those, or 10 each side mountain climbers, cross body. Then you've got to get on the ground. You got 10 glute bridge leg raises. So Travis is getting ready for those. So if you want to challenge yourself, I encourage you guys at home, get your foot up on a surface, push that heel into it, keep those hips underneath that knee, and then raise that other leg. You'll feel all that added work into those hamstrings and in those glutes. After those 10 glute bridge leg raises, 5 each side, then you're going to do that 10 regular side lunges. Stay with it. Right after those glute bridge leg raises, we got those 10 regular side lunges, 5 each side, or you have those Heismans. Then you're going to go into those 10 each side hydrants. Notice again how Travis is keeping those hips stable. He's not rocking and twisting those hips to get that leg out to the side. Flex that ankle, keep that leg strong. Exhale as you raise it out, squeezing that glute. Stay with it. Stay with it, guys. You got under 90 seconds. You also, again, so instead of those sumo squats, you can do those 10 crossbody mountain climbers. Then you're going to go back to those 10 glute bridge leg raises. 5 each side. Very good. Nice sumo squats, Lori. Good hydrants there, Terry. Kim, beautiful. You got it, guys. Finish strong. Stay with it. We got under a minute. We got 30 seconds. And then we're going to have that little 15-second transition to get into that third AMRAP. You got it, guys. Good. Stay with it. Good. Keep your... Push through that heel. Good. Sumo squats there, Shanti. We have 7 seconds, and you guys, we are going to go into that third AMRAP, starting with those 10 stationary lunges on the left side. That is time. All right, start looking at that third AMRAP. 10 stationary lunges on the left or those high knees. Then we'll have those 10 glute bridges. We got 5 seconds. 3, 2, go. All right, we got our next 3.5 minutes to yourself, starting with those left stationary lunges. So remember, you inhale as you load that knee down, exhale as you squeeze the glutes and push through that lead heel. Don't let that body lean forward. Very good. Keep those hips, everything facing forward. Don't let anything turn in or out. Then you have either 10 total glute bridges or 10 total one-legged glute bridges, 5 each side, which is what Travis is doing. You can add a weight, you can elevate those feet, or you can do them on the ground. You can have that leg in the air straight or that knee bent. And remember, let the glutes squeeze and drive them up to those shoulder blades. Keep that core nice and tight as well to protect that lower back. Stay with it, guys. After that, you got those 10 stationary lunges on the right side or those lateral fast feet. Then you'll have those 10 deadlifts. Remember, when you go down for that deadlift, do not let those shoulders go with you and around. You got to resist that urge to fold forward with those shoulders. And it's a hinge from those hips. Squeeze those glutes, push through those heels as you come up. Go heavy on those deadlifts, especially on this first day and so close to the end of the week. You guys have showed up and conquered all these workouts this week. Let's treat leg day just as important. Stay with it. Good. Make sure we let our knees bend just a little bit on those deadlifts to help keep that back straight and help get that weight into the backside of those legs. You've got just under a minute. After those 10 speed squats, you're going back to the top. You can also do those 10 total side shuffles instead of those speed squats. Stay with it, guys. All right, we got 30 seconds on that clock. Keep grabbing those heavy weights. Let's challenge ourselves. Find resistance. Search for the resistance. Search for the struggle, because that's where that growth happens. You guys come on these Zooms every day. You come into the gym every day because you're looking to get stronger. You're wanting something to change. We got to change in our mind and in our choices first. It's an inward to outward change. We got 3 seconds, and you get that 15 seconds before that top. All right, guys, we're going back to the top. You got 12 seconds left. We're starting back with those 10 total whiteouts or those 10 speed skaters. We got 5 seconds. Last time on AMRAP number 1, 2, go. All right, guys, stay with it. Tell yourself this is the last time I get to do these 5 exercises, so I'm going to do them my best. Don't even think about what you guys got coming up in a little bit. Just focus on these. And you guys stay with it. You also have those total body extensions instead of those touchdown squats if you need them. Travis is doing that other touchdown squat. With those ones, you want to keep those arms up. Pull out those fingertips to the sky. Pull those shoulders back. Keep those arms straight as you sit back into that squat and keeping that chest up. And we got those 10 each side donkey kicks for the second time here. Stay with it. All right, guys, stay with it. You got just under 2 minutes. Remember, it'll be those donkey kicks. Make sure that spine doesn't go into it. right, guys, we got under 90 seconds. Travis is doing those twists. That's that option for that 10 total cross balance lunge. Stay with it, guys. Finish strong. We have those narrow squats at the very end for that 5th one. 10 of them are those cross-country skiers. And then you're going back to those 10 total wideouts. 10 total cross balance lunges or twists. And then 10 touchdown squats or total body extensions. Nice cross balance lunges there, Humberto. Stay with it, guys. You got those speed skaters instead of those wideouts. Finish strong. Don't let this start creeping in. Focus on that form. Channel your inner warrior. Good. Stay with it. Squeeze those glutes. We got 30 seconds. Awesome twists. Good touchdowns there, Lori. Keep it up, guys. Don't let that lower back talk to you through those donkey kicks. Keep it nice and stable by keeping that core tight. You don't want the work to shift. Stay with it. One, and we're done with AMRAP number 1. We are on to AMRAP 2. For the last time, we got those 10 sumo squats. Keep those knees and toes. 45. We got 3, 2, let's rock and roll. All right, you're on the second one. You don't have to do that first one again. And now we're about to be done with the second group. You're getting one step closer to that finish line. After those sumo squats or mountain climber, crossbody mountain climbers, you have 10 glute bridge leg raises. Regardless if you're on the ground or on a box, you gotta keep that glute bridge and keep those hips up. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze that core to protect that lower back, and then keeping that leg nice and straight, flexing that ankle as you raise. 5 on one side, 5 on the other. Make sure you're not putting pressure on that neck. Good, flex that ankle. That straight leg, I want you to think of reaching it to the wall in front of you and scraping your heel all along that wall up to the ceiling. Keep it strong, keep it flexed. And then we have those 10 regular side lunges or Heismans. Notice how Travis, he's keeping his chest up. His hips are going back into the heel. Don't let that weight go forward into those toes. If you need to, think of lifting your toes. Tighten that core as you sit back. Push through that heel, exhale, and come off that opposite leg. That stationary leg is the straight leg. Those 10 each side fire hydrants. Now that knee is going out to the side. Then you got those 10 each side power skips. I want you guys exploding into the sky. Get that height. Squeeze that core, squeeze that glute on those fire hydrants as you peel that knee out to the side. Nice job on those power skips, Nicole. Great range of motion. All right, guys, we got under 90 seconds. Let's finish strong. As we get further into the workout, our body gets more tired, and then our brain wants to kick in and tell us to cut corners or slow down or grab the lighter weight or lose the weight. Unless something's hurting and your form is breaking, challenge yourselves. We got our final 60 seconds on that clock, you guys. Woo! All right. So Travis is doing those glute bridge raises on the ground now, but notice how he's keeping that glute bridge. So keep those hips elevated, that leg straight. Good, squeeze that core, squeeze those glutes. All right, you got those Heismans instead of those side lunges if you need to. After that, you're going back to those 10 each side hydrants, and then you'll finish with those 10 each side power skips. You guys have 25 seconds. Use it, don't abuse it, don't waste it. We're about to be heading into that third and final AMRAP, your last 3.5 minutes of your workout today. Commit to these final 10 seconds. It's the this little start of that AMRAP. Get these reps. Don't worry about that timer. Focus on your form. All right, guys, that is time. Get in position, grab your weight for that 10 stationary lunges on the left side. So that left leg is forward, your right leg is back. We got 3, 2, let's go. Control it down. And remember, you're not coming all the way up and overextending that knee. He keeps his knee nice and soft at the top, but he's squeezing that glute and pushing through that lead heel to come up out of those lunges. Very good at home. Keep it up. You got it, guys. Squeeze those glutes. On those glute bridges, you can either do 5 and 5 with that one leg or 10 total on both feet. You can add a weight to those hips. You can elevate those heels. Push those heels into the ground. Lift all the way up to those shoulder blades and control it back down. You got it, you guys. Let's stay with it. You're officially down your first minute of this last and final AMRAP of today. If you need any support on those lunges, on those stationary lunges, you can do them near a wall. Just remember, use that wall or that desk or something as support. Just kind of grace it with those hands, or maybe hover your hand and try to not use it unless you absolutely need to. Keep that core engaged. Those hips and shoulders should be stacked. After those 10 deadlifts, you're going into those 10 speed squats or 10 total side shuffles. Travis is on those speed squats. He's keeping those knees soft at the top. Stay with it. Good, you guys. Stay with it. Remember, on those deadlifts, just really envision the movement of the hips. It's a hinge from the hips. Keep that core tight and those shoulders back. Squeeze those glutes and push through those heels to come up. After that, you'll have those 10 speed squats or those side shuffles, and then you're back to the top. Travis is on those stationary lunges on the right, which the alternative is those lateral fast feet. Try and keep up. All right, guys. Nice job at home. We kind of lost you for a moment. Do you still have me? All right. Go ahead into that extended lunge. When you're at home, your word of the day. All right, at home, your word of the day. Go ahead and switch sides on that extended lunge if you haven't yet. Your word of the day is dynamite. Dynamite. This workout was dynamite. This week's been dynamite. Went out with a bang for this first week of January. Go ahead into your hurdler stretch. So sit down, kick your right leg out. Your left leg comes in and reach down for that foot. If you want a little bit added stretch into the side, you can reach both arms on the outside of that leg and foot. And then, so your word of the day is dynamite. Tomorrow we have upper body. So at home, you guys are going to want a weighted bag or dumbbells and an elevated surface for one arm rows and step ups. So think about maybe you need 2 different ones depending what elevation you need for each. All right, guys, and go ahead and switch sides on the other side for that hurdler stretch. And then just keep doing those check-ins for January for Shriners Children's Hospital. Every 25 that we do, we fund medical care for a child burn victim. You can do a hashtag #FitBody4Kids. Nice work at home. We will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for crushing it. We miss you guys.